KURINJI Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
KURINJI Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video session, I would like to explain about one of the pollution event. We are in a pollution topic, environmental issues. In that already we started about different type of pollutions. Okay. In the last video, we discussed about water pollution. Now, continuation of water pollution, how to control the water pollution. In the water pollution, some of the case studies want to discuss along with the water pollution control. One of the pollution and introduction also I will give, that one soil pollution. Okay, dear students, let's start our video session regarding water pollution continuation. Water pollution, regarding water pollution control measures of the water pollution. Here we are discussed about in the last video biological magnification. Biological magnification means accumulation of the toxic substances in the food chain from the lower tropical level to upper tropical level, higher tropical level, correct na? So here biological magnification of the toxic chemicals by the judicious use of the small doses. Okay, here what we are discussing, how to control the water pollution. Here by the water pollution, water bodies are getting problematic. How that effect will be shown by the biological magnification. Now what we want to do for controlling about that one. So here a judicial orders must be necessary for maintain of water pollution, I mean reduce of water pollution. Okay, that mean biological magnification, judicious, what is the link in these two mean? Here the farmers are using a lot of heavy dosages of the fertilizers and then fertilizers and pesticides. So when they are using of these overdoses, by the rainwater that will be enter the water bodies. Finally, it will leads to the biological magnification. Correct na? Then along with that, not only farmers pesticides or fertilizers, some of the chemicals released from the industries, that will also. So our Indian judicious, they are want to maintain or give some of the orders to the or GOs, government orders or act regarding to these judicial regarding to the pollution of water pollution. Because of seen in the previously air pollution act we seen and noise pollution act, what they said, the government they are giving the perfect precautions, perfect orders to the industries and then which is the problematic thing to the polluted and which are the causing things. So here that only by the judicial acts, judicial orders, the people are industrious onwards, the waste or toxic substances should be controllable. Okay, then they are uses in the minimum levels, not a maximum levels in the farmers wise, or else industry wise when they are drying that waste material into the atmosphere, they want to first recycle about that water. Okay, that is the one thing. Then come with the next one, sewage. we know what is the sewage. Some of the waste materials are released from the household onwards, organic materials. What it will do? It will do the eutrophication problem, correct na? Eutrophication means water bodies are aging, okay? By the year it will be, the total will be become a land. I mean, some within the less time duration, automatically that water bodies become a land, flat lands. That is a problem regarding with the sewage. So, sewage is a large quantity of the human excretes and organic materials, and by the organic materials, microbes also very well grown, correct na? So, here one thing want to do, controlling of these sewage onwards water pollution. What we have to do? Sewage treatment plants want to construct, okay? Whether you seen or not, any some of the biggest cities, big cities, when they are constructing anything apartment, that apartment onwards, daily they are uses lot of water. That water they want to recycle. By the recycling, they want to construct the sewage treatment plant. Without a sewage treatment plant, apartment should not get permission to build up, okay? So, based on that requirements, based on that situations, they are giving the orders, whatever it is. Sewage treatment plants, what it will do in the sewage treatment plants, that is we want to know in the case study. And then next, self hygiene about the drinking water. As a human beings, as a responsible citizens, individual health care must be necessary. What type of water we are, what type of water we are drinking, that water contaminated or good water, what is the chemical nature of biological oxygen demand and chemical oxygen demand, how much level it is there, that and all should be check it. That is a self duty, okay? So, we should be maintain the self hygienic about our drinking water, and then aware about the effect to the water pollution, okay? Because of in the Panchabhutas theriyum kadanna, in the Panchabhutas, water is very essential for our life survivability. If the water is spoiled or polluted, that water bodies are polluted means it will show the effect on the food chain. I mean, organisms will be getting problem. So, each and every human being is a knowledgeable person. Comparing with the other animals, human beings are knowledgeable, okay? Their thinking ability is there. So, based on that, we have to give the more protection to the water bodies. If you know when we know the water pollution things, so that's why then only we will take care. So, everybody aware about the effect of the water pollution, that we should be follow. Then next one, case study. See Nanna, in the case study I said it is a sewage treatment plant. What they will do, okay? Any household onwards or some of the industries onwards, any water pollutant, water already polluted, that polluted water, how to recycle, how to purify. So, that seen in the case study. That is the integrated wastewater treatment. Integrated wastewater treatment. In this integrated wastewater treatment, it is a 2 steps. Okay, either household onwards, in any industrial onwards, any waste is produced. That produced water mixing with water. Okay, now that polluted water in the first step, it containing with a lot of heavy metals or organic substances, whatever it is, correct now. So, first the polluted water maintained into kept into the one big chamber, okay, big chamber or big room, like okay, tank, nothing but. When the water is stagnated one place, in the water which are the heavy particles, that heavy particle will go into the down, that is process is called as a sedimentation, correct na? Okay. Then sedimentation after, upside water is there, lightweight particles are there, heavyweight particles are, everything will be sedimented. Now they are taking the upper layer of the water, then they will be thrown into sent into one of the tubes. By the tubes, they are doing the filtration. Filtration mean nothing but the sand tube. For example, if you take the tube filled with sand, water going with sand, automatically sand is a good purifier, correct na, filter. I mean any dust particle, anything is there na, any organic substances, that and all filtered by the these process of the filtering. Okay, sieve, nothing but we have to use by the sieve separate the particles. Okay, and then next chlorine treatment, then adding to the bleaching powder. What it will do when that water is mixing with a bleaching powder or chlorine, automatically it suppress the microbial contamination. Okay, other living organisms cannot live, okay, cannot survive. So it will be consume the, I mean maintain the chemical oxygen demand and biological oxygen demand. So that's why organisms are cannot germinate, cannot grow in that bleached water or chlorine water. So that is the reason our government people, government panchayat or any municipal persons, in the tank water every day morning they are sending that water, they are treated with chlorine, they are adding the bleaching powder. Okay, then that they will send to the another step of the step 2, but in the end of the step 1 still it is present with some of the metals. Okay, some of the metals are soluble particles, water soluble particles, and some of the pollutants, still these and all is there. Now that things they are sending into the first step 2. In the step 2 they are cultivation, they send it to the marshes. These marshes containing with flora and fauna, nothing but flowers and animals. In that place algae, bacteria, fungi or some type of minute plants, small plants are they are cultivating. These water they are sending to these plants. That plants are utilizing some of the essential nutrients present in that polluted water or treated water, step 1 treated water. Okay, fungi, these and all fungi, bacteria and algae are utilizing. Okay, so what it will do, it reduce their minerals concentration in the water. Okay, and then finally that nutrients are absorbed and then assimilated by these plants. Then some of the organisms, small organisms also present in that marshes. In that small organisms also utilize what they are requiring, things are present in that. If not there means they are utilizing these algae, bacteria and fungi. So nothing but it is a elimination process. Okay, eliminate by that contaminated particles are utilizing by the plants, then that plants are utilizing by the organisms. So it is involving in the recycling nature. Okay, this is the integrated waste water treatment method, the sewage treatment plants. Okay, some places they established some group of people, they are started this one, friend of the tract marsh. Okay, shortcutly FOAM. That is the thing about controlling of the measures of the water pollution. This is the one case study. Okay, case studies are useful for understanding the concept, and then maybe some of the board based questions it will be there. And then come with the next one, ecological sanitation. I think so previous video very fastly I said about the ecological sanitation, correct na? In this ecological sanitation nothing but EcoScan. Okay, that ecological sanitation or EcoScan tells about regarding to the human being excretes. Okay, human being excrete, I mean which of the human beings onwards what are the excretory products are releasing, that excretory products onward how to replace or how to treat. Okay, that thing. Okay, simple, sorry to explain much more. In our restrooms or toilets we are all excrete our fecal matter and urine. These and all will be mixing in the water. The type of activities are spoil the water. So such a type of water polluted water onwards, we want to separate the pure water. Okay, or extract the pure water. In this time I will tell one of the movie one movie, Surya movie in the Tamil, recently 1 year back it is released. He is started to the eco toilets, correct na? In the beginning of that movie we will see in that one, okay, whatever it is. So here sustainable system for handling human excrete, okay, and that mean human excrete, how to handle, how to recyclable, how to use for some other, how to produce the other products, that will be useful for what other purpose. So here use of dry composting toilets. Dry composting toilets, we are seeing the several eco toilets in the different places. In the, if you went in Kerala they established eco toilets in bus stand or some of the public places, okay, because of they want to reduce the water pollution. So these use the dry composting toilets. This was only I given that example. Which examples? Surya movie example. And then these type of eco scan toilets we seen in Kerala. Kerala and Sri Lanka places already they established, okay. And then practical, what is the use of these eco scan main? It is a practical and hygienic and efficient method of the disposal. Human waste disposing method, it is a practical, useful and hygienic, it will not create any problem to the any others. It is a eco toilet is a one of the part in the ecological sanitation. Ecological sanitation. So see Nana, I am tells about ecological sanitation. Then these process little bit cost but efficient. It will give the good result. And then human excretes are converted into the natural fertilizers. Natural fertilizers. After decomposition of the human excretes, that will be useful for as a manure, okay, manure, your pronunciation. So that will be improve the soil fertility, okay. So up to now what I said, ecological sanitation, that nothing but giving the proper purification of the ecosystem. In the present situation we are using the sanitizers for purification of our hands, contamination, avoid the contamination bacteria. Like that here water sanitization method from the human waste, excretory substances. So that's why want to use eco toilets, that and all, that will be recyclable of human excrete, and then it is a useful to easy method, and then practical method, hygienic method and efficient despoiling methods, okay. So Sinana and the pointer place up to now this only I said, practical, hygienic and efficient method and despoil method, cost expensive but efficient approach. Finally human extract, it will be converted into the natural fertilizers. See, come with one more topic in water pollution. In the water bodies discussing time, we want to think about groundwater also. Groundwater also, because up to now we are discussing about the water bodies pollution. Water bodies are polluted. So, but sometimes groundwater also polluted. So, how to improve the groundwater levels and how to recharge the groundwater. If the groundwater is missing or declining, it will affect to the organisms, okay. So total it will affect to the total food chain. So here groundwater pumped into the agriculture and urban areas, okay. Some of the agricultural places they are having the river supply, by the river water they are using for agriculture, but some of the places not yet have any river facility or canal facility also not yet there. So what they will do, that agriculture farmers they are doing the dig the or construct the one bore. By that bore they will take, they are utilizing that water for agriculture. Not only that, if you want to maintain the, if you have any apartment or any house, we need water supply. That water wise we are taking the doing the bore fix in our native places, okay, our house, nearby the houses. So by that effect, slowly year by year, groundwater levels are decreasing. Okay, so it resulting the fall of the water table and then depletion of the groundwater. Water table and water cycling we studied na, water cycle, vapor to cloud formation to rains, rains down, rains after again rivers, these and all. So it will interrupted by the these. Okay, finally the groundwater levels are decrease, depletion. Okay, so what to do, how to recharge or how to overcome these groundwater depletion? We want to do some of the basic things. One is first must be do it this one, rain water harvesting method. 10th standard you studied about this one, environmental issues topic we already studied in 10th standard. In the time rain harvesting method, water harvesting method you seen, correct na? So recall that one. Okay, it is a replenish and recharging of the groundwater. Then prevention of over exploitation. Okay, over exploitation, unnecessarily we should not use the water. Necessarily we can use the water, that to particular limitation only. Unnecessarily, overly we should not. But now generation people, what they will do, by hand washing time, half an hour, 5 minutes they are hand washing. By that much of heavy water will be lost by the unnecessary usage and over usage. So finally it will cause the over exploitation. By the over exploitation it will affect to the groundwater. And efficient use of the water. Efficient use means simply here efficient use we can say sewage treatment plant, because of household onwards water is polluted, means that polluted water we have to recyclable. So that is will give the tells by the efficient usage. Water should be used efficiently, recycling or recyclable and reuse, that one. Okay, or planting more trees, because of water cycle should be continue, means we should be planted more plants. That is a must be, that is in must in our hands, that is our responsibility also. And then by when the cultural time, in which places are having the very less water availability, that time the agriculture farmers should be use the sprinklers. Okay, drip irrigation. Tamil Nadu is very famous in drip irrigation, some of the places. So sprinkles and subsurface irrigation techniques we should be used. That means very less water without wastage of the water, used for proper usage. You know, drip irrigation, what they will do, they are connecting to the pipes and they are they make the one hole in the place of the plant. Okay, they are drop wise the water will be pouring on that base of the soil plant, I mean root places, correct na, stem places. So it avoid the water wastage. So up to now we discussed about in this column we discussed about the ecological sanitation and then how to protect the water depletion, groundwater depletion. This is okay, and then come with the third column. Okay, so here this is a conclusion of the water pollution. Now come with another topic, soil pollution. It is a very most important. Okay, so here as usually definition same, undesirable change. Okay, air pollution ki adida solutam and water pollution ki that only we seen. And any pollution means undesirable changes in the environment. Okay, that environment only consisting with the panchabhotas. That panchabhotas are misusing and then improper usage, that will be create the pollution. So here earth is one of the panchabhota, correct na? So the earth we called as a soil. That soil also polluted. How? Several ways. How it will be there. Soil contains a lot of materials. That material, nutrients, organic substances, whatever it is, lot of materials. That materials, okay, concentration, the material concentration in the soil, it crossed the threshold concentration. Threshold concentration means which concentration is useful for life sustainability. Okay, we are discussing about the soil, that soil contains the materials, that materials always need to maintain a certain concentration. If that the certain concentration we called as a threshold concentration. Now that from the threshold concentration onwards, concentration adhikamaina, increase aina and then kammi aina, it is a disturbance of the threshold concentration of the materials in the soil. So finally that crossing threshold concentration leads to the harmful of living organisms, not only human being. Okay, we should not think always human being survivability. We should be think every living organism want to survival in the ecosystem, okay, on the earth. Because of if any ecosystem, any one organism is affected by the environment or any other activities, the total ecosystem will be affected. Okay, that is a minor or major or whatever it is. So what are the soil pollution causes, sources of the soil pollution? Come Nanna, here sources of the soil pollution: fertilizers and pesticides. How the pesticides and fertilizers are create the problem? Okay, unnecessarily our farmers, we are all also by some, for example, household waste onwards, we are using the lot of detergents, surf, different type of chemicals, that and all create the one layer of the soil, correct na? Soil nature will be spoiled. So here major problem fertilizers, pesticides, that we are getting for over yield or excessive yield, the farmers are using the fertilizers and pesticides, that and all will be washed out by the rainwater mixing into the soil pH will be affected. When the soil pH will be affected, already we seen in the population organism and population chapter, soil is a ecological factor. How soil is affected, show the effect of the organisms, okay, or living things. If the soil pH increase adhikamaina, automatically plants cannot grow on that soil. So that will be directly or indirectly affect to the total food chain. So that is a one thing. And then solid waste from the industries and the household. Already I said na, industries onwards, lot of waste releasing by the in liquid mixing with water, but water we can able to separate the water, but these solid particles cannot recyclable. Some of the solid particles cannot recyclable. So that will be accumulated on the soil. So several years after, that soil totally not at useful for any agriculture uses. So that is also one of the reason. And then rain may be washed down the fertile soil. I think so one word we have to use here, that is a soil erosion. Okay, something heavy excessive rains are happened in the monsoons or unseasonally, that heavy water will be taking to the topmost fertile soil along with water. It will drain and then mixing in the rivers, and then totally minerals are drained into the reach the sea. So that is one of the reason several years back, sea water is a normal concentration, but accumulation of the several minerals from the several sources, sea water is having the lot of minerals, whatever it is. Evolution time already we discussed. So rain may be wash out down these soil, fertile soil. Okay, then effects of the soil pollution. Okay, unnecessary or unwantedly soil pollution is happened. What it will show? Okay, what is the effect of the soil pollution? Here non-target organisms are killed in the soil. Nothing but some of the microorganisms are grown in the soil. Okay, humus theriyum kadana, humus means the topmost soil we call as a humus litter. Okay, in the 6th 7th standard you studied different zones of the soil, earth, correct na? So topmost soil is humus. Humus will be formed by the decomposition of the organic components or any living substances death after it will be causes. Now these concentration increase aina, soil pollution increase aina, that microorganisms are killed by that pollutant substances, and then soil become infertile. So several pH adhikamaina, something in chemical nature is different from the previously, so that soil should not be useful for cultivation, that nothing but infertile. And then next one, pesticides can be result in the biomagnification. Already about biomagnification we seen in the this class beginning time, and then we discussed about the last class also. Okay, biological, I mean these nutrients and toxic substances are accumulated in the high tropical levels, correct na? So pesticides can resulting in the biological magnifications, that is also one of the thing. And then here how these and all getting problematic. Sorry to say this, Nanna, what I am now explain, that is one type of development, but by the development simultaneously some of the problems also arise. So see, I focused about one word, agrochemicals. Agrochemicals means chemicals are using for agriculture, that agriculture onwards we are getting the over excessive yield, okay, over yield production wise we are using the chemicals, either that is a fertilizers or maybe pesticides, whatever it is. That and all introduced at the time of the Green Revolution. Green Revolution means produce the more productivity or getting the more productivity from the plant cultivation onwards. What is the reason of the Green Revolution? Beginning of previously 150 years 60 years back, the total worldwide this much of population is not at there, but within the low time period, within the short time period, the worldwide population size will be increases. I mean human being number is increasing. When the human being number is increases, overpopulation, it leads to the overpopulation, that will be resulting competition for resources. So they need some of the food resources. For improvement of the food resources, they started Green Revolution. By the improvement of the food productivity, we are using the agrochemicals. What is that agrochemicals? Fertilizers, pesticides. So when we are using these two things, it will be positive way we are getting the over productivity from the plant, but it is causes to the soil problem. Okay, when we are using the excessive dosage of these fertiles and artificial fertilizers and then pesticides, several years after, our soil cannot give the chance for cultivation. That only infertile nature. One way nowadays maybe we are having the food resources, but if it is leads to the continuation years also, it causes to the soil infertility. On that day we are not yet to get any food items, something scarcity may be chances. Just maybe for fun wise I am saying one thing, maybe in future maybe food we have to take in the tabletic form. Okay, for vitamins wise these tablets, for 2 tablets want to take, or 3 calories wise we want to take 3 tablets for a day wise. So based on the calorie wise they are selling the tablets. Maybe it will come in the 50 years after. Okay, maybe we are present or not, no more, we should not know, but that is also chances. If you are continuation these type of activities, by these means pollutant. Okay, by the pollutant activities, our environmental will be getting problem, that will be resulted to the some of the drastic changes in the future generation. Then we will discuss in the soil pollution in the continuation video.